Hello everyone, I wanted to introduce our new full and half MOLLE panels for the Jeep Gladiator. These are 1/8 inch aluminum, texture coated black powder coat. The setup is two-piece. You have one full extension across the top and then a lower panel that bolts on. And the lower panels bolt on using our custom brackets that we made. These bolt in behind each panel, making it a full complete panel. There's no overlap, so the pattern for the MOLLE stays the same. It is all PALS MOLLE compatible. These do mount with or without the trail rails. There's no extra brackets that are needed to mount these. It's all CNC bent to mount directly into the holes of the bed of the truck. So you've got 3 CNC bent corners on this main top section, so it makes it super solid. The other part that makes it super solid is down on the bottom we have a 7/16 inch bolt that goes through and bolts through the bed. Now that comes with a riv nut, so if you have a riv nut tool and want to put that in, you can do that. If not, it also comes with an extra washer and nut that you can just bolt it in through the back of the behind the bed from underneath. Now there's a 1-inch spacer that goes in behind that, so again makes it super solid. And then on the bottom section over here we have another 1-inch rubber bump stop, also another one that goes up here on the top of the panel. Now if you really wanted to and wanted to make it even more solid, you could actually put another riv nut into the bed and then just take a longer screw and run it through your bump stop into the bed to tie that section down a little bit more too. Now we do sell also some brackets that go behind the panels to be able to mount the ARB twin compressor on here. Now if you did want to mount that compressor, I do recommend that you would put the riv nut in and bolt this side down just to make it even more strong, because the twin compressor is about 15 pounds. Now we've had a few people ask, why didn't we make a hole for the light? Well, the problem is that if you make a hole here for the light, it really doesn't do any good. The light's actually angled into the bed, so in reality, to make a hole that would let all the light come through, you'd have to cut out 3 sections of this. So I've taken pictures at night. You really can't, I mean, you can see a little bit of a shadow but hardly any, and in reality, once you mount stuff on your panel, you're blocking your light anyway, so all you're doing is losing space that you can mount something there if you have a hole. Now the other good part about our system is that this top MOLLE panel is actually universal for either side. So it's got the correct holes that if you wanted to, you could take this complete setup off, move it to the other side. All you'd have to do is unbolt the bottom, flip it around, bolt it on this side, and it would go directly on the other side of the truck. Now the other good part is that we have 2 different lower panels that you can choose from. We have a full MOLLE panel, so for the driver's side there's no need to have a cutout, so you get to utilize this section also. On the passenger side, now we do have the cutout version that works on the passenger side if you have the outlet. If you don't have the outlet, you can still choose to have another full panel and then still again have more usable space without having to worry about a big cutout. Now the other great thing that I tried to design into this is that the pattern that runs through the center of the top and actually the bottom is the same bolt pattern to mount an ARB Single compressor on. So no extra brackets or anything are needed. You can just bolt your compressor mount directly to the MOLLE panel and put those on there. Now again, switching over to the other side, we can see that I've only got the half MOLLE mounted on this side. So again, the whole part, the top, is universal for both sides, and you don't have to run the bottom if you don't want to. You could buy the full system, and then sometimes if you didn't want to have it on there, you can always unbolt it. But again, it comes with either you choose to have the cutout version, use your brackets that go in behind the setup and bolt everything down. These are 1/8 inch aluminum, just like all the panels, all 1/8 inch aluminum. Let's see what else we got. Again, it is all powder coated, it's all aluminum. Even with having just the half MOLLE, you can see a little bit of movement in the bottom, but again, if you wanted to make that solid, you could just put some riv nuts and bolt those down. It works on either side with or without the rails. The only thing you need to do on the rail itself to mount the panel is on the back side of each rail on each end, driver's side or passenger side. There's a plastic, probably about an inch long plastic on the back side of this. You can't see it from here, but it's a little plastic screw type thing that pops into the hole in the bed. Basically, it's there to help you mount the rail and holds it in place when you're screwing it on. So on the ends close to the tailgate, you will need to snip off that one, the one little plastic screw on the back of that. And then on the side here, let me show you that a little bit. You will have to show, there's a hole here where one of the screws mounts. You will have to slot that hole just a little bit, just to make it be able to put your screw back in, if you want to put that back on there. Only because since you're putting 1/8 inch aluminum behind it, it does pull the rail out just a little bit. That's pretty much our new full side MOLLE panels. Again, no extra brackets, nothing needed. It does come with hardware to mount without the rails. If you have the rails, you want to use the existing screws and stuff that came with the rail. It does come with all the bump stops and the spacers. And it also matches the pattern on our cab side MOLLE as well as our tailgate MOLLE system. So in reality, you can put all 4 panels in, shut up the bed, full surround matching MOLLE panels, all aluminum, but super strong. I wouldn't use them for really heavy loads as far as tie downs. I mean, some light stuff, sure, you could use these as tie down points. Again, we also have the ARB compressor mount plates that go behind this. Those are available on the website, as well as probably going to be working on a high lift jack bolt-on system for that too. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. It's 813 Fabrication on Instagram, and 813fabrication.com is the website. They are live on the website right now for sale. Take a look at them. Give us a yell if you need anything or have any questions. I look forward to seeing you. So, thanks.